Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Aggies will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right. Off to the races. The 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sims. He's going to go for a big one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give out of the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more, and they get to take some anger out.
Gashing the knee on the right. A huge play, and they get it
good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Around the end, it's Williams. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Sims. He's got him. The smash is ahead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Bounced off his feet. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Back to throw, it's Sims. They're working that left side. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Handoff to the lone back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 6 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters.
Room to the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He'll toss it. Past the first down marker and still running. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hines is back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashmore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sims. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get...
Breaks into the open. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dropping back, it's Sims. Zings it complete to the right. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fox. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Powers through. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 25 to Ole Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got room to work. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They want to throw it. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Back to pass, it's Sims. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces touchdown Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll try it over the left side. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
To the air, it's Sims. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job on the base defense making a play.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Turning it up. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big end.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking downfield, it's forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
Texas A&M 49, Georgia Tech 27.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been... They're off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll run play action. Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Working the middle, it's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. So they've put themselves in position to run off the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, David.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Texas A&M going quickly. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Quick completion on the out route. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.